What is the best herb farm? Now this is a question that is somewhat hard to answer, as herbs fluctuate in price quite a bit on a server to server basis. However, there are some really great herbalism based farms that can provide reliable returns. So today we'll be going over the 10 best herbalism gold farms. Let us begin. Coming in at number 1, we have the Starlight Rose farm. Located in the zone of Suramar from the Legion expansion, this will require you to have at least rank 2 or 3 in Starlight Rose to maximize the amount of this material per hour. For this farm, you'll be flying around the top end of the map, farming up the Starlight Rose. The nodes in this area are quite dense, and you will be able to receive a strong gold per hour because of this, along with a good sell rate for it being used in leveling the alchemy profession for the Legion expansion. Next up at number 2, we have the Cinderbloom farm. Within Mount 𝐻𝐸𝐴𝐿, this will require Cataclysm Herbalism. You'll be wanting to fly around the zone, gathering up Cinderbloom and Stormvine. These are the most common herbs that can be farmed from this zone, along with a large amount of volatile life within an hour's worth of farming. This herb gains its value due to being a required herb in the alchemy crafts, the Vial of the Sands, and the Potion of Treasure Finding. Coming next on our list, we have an oldie but a goodie. This is the Gromsblood farm, located in the zone of Felwood. You'll be wanting to make your way around the edge of the entire zone. Here you'll be gathering Gromsblood above all, but also Dreamfoil, Golden Samsum, and Sungrass. These items gain their value due to being used in the maxing of the alchemy profession for classic alchemists, which is required to learn alchemy masteries. This gold farm is always a go-to for myself if I want a good gold per hour, and as such this is why it made it on this list. Making its way in at number 4 is the Heartblossom farm. This material is farmed in the zone of Deepholm, which then you'll be able to be wanting to fly around the zone in a circular shaped fashion. This is where you'll receive large amounts of Heartblossom, which can either be sold flat on the auction house or used with milling for the inks for glyphs creation with the inscription profession. Other notable materials are Cinderbloom and Volatile Life, which you'll receive when doing this farm, and with a strong rate of sale with also a good gold per hour on average, you should see some great returns for your time invested. Next up at number 5 is one farm I talk about a lot. Located in the zone of Vashj'ir is the Azshara Vale farm. This gold farm is one of the best in regards to cataclysm herbs. This is because this item is used in the creation of the Vial of the Sands mount, which requires a fair amount of these herbs and thus demands a strong gold per hour because of this. The best practice for farming this material is to first complete the initial quest chain to the zone for the underwater breathing and the swim speed buff, along with a druid for maximizing your underwater speed. This will make it so you'll be able to gather more herbs in an hour's worth of farming and thus make more gold for your time invested. Coming up next on this list is the Zin'anthid gold farm. Located within the zone of Nazjatar, you'll want to have at least rank 2 or 3 of Zin'anthid in order to gather the most amount of herbs, which in turn increases your gold per hour. This farm is relatively straightforward as you are flying around herbing around the zone, but if you require a route, then you are able to gain a route from my add-on Worth It, which has importable routes for you to follow for all gold farms in the game. Another great gold farm which is showcased within the Worth It add-on is the Whiptail farm. You will need to make your way over towards the zone of Uldum and make your way up and down the river in the center of the zone, gathering all herbs you come across. In an hour's worth of farming, you will gain a large amount of Whiptail and Volatile Life, along with some Cinderbloom which is dotted around the area you will be farming in. This is one gold farm I do at least once a week due to the reliability of sales to a gold per hour, and is one farm any new gold farmer should try out if they are just getting started with gold making. Coming in at number 8, we have the Dreamleaf farm. Now this farm is not located within the open world. This is farmed from the lashes within the Darkheart thicket. This is where you'll also be wanting to make your way past the first boss, and in between the first and second boss is a large amount of lashes which can be slain and herbed for a sizable amount of Dreamleaf. I do recommend having at least rank 2 in Dreamleaf before doing this farm to further increase your gold per hour. Dreamleaf gains its value due to it being the #1 material for milling into sallow and roseate pigments, which is used in the creation of a lot of popular glyphs within the inscription profession. Next up at number 9 we have the Marrowroot farm from the Shadowlands expansion. This is located within Maldraxxus, and as such you'll be wanting to farm this area in a circular motion, gathering all Marrowroots you find. Along with Deathblossom, these items sell relatively fast due to them being used in the creation of multiple alchemy crafts, which then can be sold for a sizable amount of gold along with a reliable rate of sale. Coming in at last on our list at number 10 is the Fjarnskaggl herb farm. This item can only be farmed from the zone of Stormheim from the Legion expansion. This is where you should at least have rank 2 or 3 in Fjarnskaggl in order to gather the most amount of herbs, further increasing your gold per hour. Now this herb is great for gaining gold, as this sells for a good gold per hour with a steady rate of sale on average, and with this herb you should be able to gain some great returns for an hour's worth of gold farming. Other than that guys, that is my list for the top 10 best gold farms for herbalism. Have a wonderful rest of the day, and I shall see you in the next video, which will be soon.